Hello and Happy New Year's, all my pipe smoking friends, both on my own channel, the Pipepastor on YouTube, and uh, Pipe Smokers of Ireland, and all the rest of yous. Happy New Year, or as we say in Italian, Buona Vista. And I'm trusting that it's going well for you, and that you enjoyed a wonderful Christmas, and that this year is going to be just a wonderful year for you. There's a proverb that says, "May the blessings of the Lord make you rich and add no sorrow." And pray that that's certainly true for you guys and gals. This is different than my usual Pipe Smokers of Ireland resident video. I might do that tomorrow as we close out on a series I've been doing on masculine virtue. This is just today a shout out to tell you guys I'm thinking of you. I'm grateful for you. Grateful for you and Phil and the rest of your admins, Quincy. All the residents. Here's a few of the names this year that I've got to know through Pipe Smokers of Ireland. Guys that have been kind enough to write me after watching my videos, or just write me for whatever reason. And so I just want to say I'm grateful for my new friend Care. And Care, you can tell a lot about your own kindness and integrity in the way that our site is going. Thank you, man. Thank you for all that you've done to make this what it is, and I'm grateful and I thank God for you, man. And there's Quinch, Danger, Worthington, fellow preacher. I'm glad to know you. I'm better for it. And young Michael Rizzo in his delectable residence videos on pairing tobacco and different kinds of liqueurs and such. He tried out finally Pete's Moss last week, or was it this week, and had me a little scared there at the beginning of his video, but at the end I was pleased that he liked it. And young Tom Kirkbright and Quincy, both of you guys need to listen up to Michael and try Pete's Moss and try Black Gold and Black Gold Plus, and see if you might think more kindly on aromatics, at least those aromatics, after you've tasted them. Young Rob Montgomery, sing me some more songs, son. I sure enjoy your videos. And Kaylee Snow Hansen, Michael Banning, Justin Bowerman, Phil Hargraves, all standbys, Sam Shirley, Jamie Pally, Iskander, Nathan Warcup, Sean Haynes, Carl, Burleyman 40, Robert Carter, Rob Ladigue, my own son Nick Bertolero, and my son in the faith Aaron Thompson, and Marco Aurelius, among others. These are just the ones that stick out because I have some kind of relationship with them. For the rest of you, I read what you have to say and enjoy your company too, just don't know you as well. But I pray the Lord will think kindly of you this year and continue to bless you. I'm smoking a Mark Tinsky today, my new Mark Tinsky Canadian, green, little pearl eyes there, beautiful rustication diamond shank, nice deep bowl. And I'm smoking a delectable bowl of Black Gold Plus. Oh man, Black Gold Plus is like it's got a bunch of the same kind of black Cavendish in it as Black Gold, but it's flecked with Virginias, and I love Virginias. And so I rarely don't like any tobacco. Latakia is a little hard on me, but I've had some good Latakia. And then the only tobacco that if I hear this tobacco was in a certain tobacco, I'll go, wait a minute, and that's Perique. Perique has a tendency to make me a little nauseous, and so I try to stay away from Perique if I can. But you know, maybe one of these days I'll be able to try and it won't. I know in who was it? GLPs had this great tobacco called Haddo's Delight, and you open it up and smell it, man, and it smells delicious. It even tastes delicious. I loved it. It had Perique in it, and I'd get a little bit queasy, but you know, I'm a lightweight, so. There's a growing group of guys on the Pipe Smokers of Ireland who have seen it as their mission to edumacate me when it comes to other non-aromatic blends, and so have at it. I'll do my best, but for almost 30 years now I've been smoking and enjoying HighlandCigars.com's Black Gold, and then about 15 years ago I started to enjoy Black Gold Plus, and then recently Pete's Moss, which is a Cavendish with, I think it's cherry infused, but when I watched Mike Rizzo's recent resident post, man, he has got such a refined palate, and when he began to call out certain things that he was smelling and tasting in it, I have to agree with him that maybe it's more apricot than it is cherry. All I know is when you open the bag and you smell it, it almost smells like a cherry Coke, if you can imagine that, or a Dr. Pepper kind of a smell. I don't know, but I'm glad he liked it. I think he'll like Black Gold more. I've learned over the years to take myself less seriously and take God more seriously. I think sometimes we have a problem with taking ourselves too seriously. Not all the time, but sometimes. And I've tended to lighten up a little bit over the years, and I've learned enough to know I don't know as much as I think I know. But a couple of things I wanted to share with you to lighten up your day to day. Poking fun at myself. A couple of things I've done in ministry that are a hoot. I'm a pastor. And during one of my marriage sermons, little brief thoughts that you give at someone's wedding as you're marrying them, I spoke of both of the man and the woman as I meant to say you don't want to be a troglodyte, but I used the word hermaphrodite instead. That didn't go over well. And couple of weddings after that, I was walking in. You know, we're walking in, and it's a very serious moment, very formal, and everybody's in their tuxes. And I'm walking in, just dressed in my high pastoral garments, and tracking about a 5-foot length of toilet paper stuck to my heel. I gave the crowd a couple of minutes to hoot and holler. Then I told them to wipe that smile off their faces. Because the faux pas wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. But one of the funniest things is I had a deacon, I'll call him deacon number 2. And Easter Sunday morning is one of the highest attended services in any church, I think. And this one was pretty packed. And we had just received the offering. And deacon number 2 was standing there, you know, with his basket, deacon number 1 with his, and I said to deacon number 2, brother, why don't you go ahead and pray over the offering this morning? And so he had everybody bow their heads, and he said, oh, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food that we're about to partake of. And I abruptly stopped him and said, Deacon, not that one, the other prayer that you thought. Okay, so here's the big one. About 15 years ago, or 20, we were doing things to grow our church. And one of those things is called This Phone's for You. This Phone's for You. And basically it's a program where you get a bunch of people together in the church and you call about 30, 40, 50,000 people. Basically invite them to church. And basically it's a numbers game, you know, if you invite 50,000 and 5,000 say they're going to come, you'll probably end up with about 500 or so. Breaks it down that way. Who visit? So we did that with just about a 6-week program. And come the Sunday, everybody's going to be coming in. Everybody wants me to look like, you know, a modern, hip pastor, you know. And so it was a hot summer day. And we got a cook to come, and they're going to cook tri-tip, which is a portion of beef that we have here in California that's absolutely delicious, and some beans and tortillas, just a big old nice lunch, California lunch, all outside. And we're geared up for about 600 people. So to make me look hip, they got me a Hawaiian shirt, white pants, white belt, white shoes. I look like Don Ho. So they got me dressed up like a hip pastor, preaching my short, brief, hip sermon. All kind of people came, kids, everything. So at the end of the service, I'm out there hugging people and kissing their babies and stuff, and then we get them to sit outside. And they're all sitting outside, and we're feeding them, and they're eating and stuff. And part of the plan was that they got me like 100 of the biggest balloons you've ever seen in your life. The kind of balloons that are huge, they're helium-filled, and they have the head of a rabbit or some other sort of animal inside of it. Huge things. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you guys in Ireland have it too. So we've got all these balloons. We block out the sun. And I'm walking around as people are eating. Hi, I'm Pastor Pete. Welcome to our church. It's great to have you. Would little Johnny or little Janie like a balloon? No. Did it for a while. When deacon number 2 comes up to me and he says, Pastor, your fly's unzipped. And so instead of zipping it right there in front of everybody, I kind of walked to the front of the place where the bathrooms were. And as I walk up to the bathroom, I surreptitiously zip up my zipper into the strings attached to the 100-odd balloons I'm barely holding on to and staying on the ground with. So all those helium-filled balloons are now lodged in my zipper, and I'm doing pelvic thrusts up into the heavens, trying so deacon number 2 opens the bathroom door, and I'm trying to go to the bathroom door with the balloons. It ain't gonna happen. So what's he do? We're trying to be on the sly. He starts popping the balloons. Pops the balloons. Everybody's now looking as I'm trying to get into the bathroom to dislodge the balloons. People are holding their hands over their children's eyes. I don't think hardly any of those people ever came back. How we have grown a church, I don't know. But I know it's in spite of myself, that's for darn sure. But it's your turn, Quincy. And any of you other pastors, it's your turn. Talk about some of the dumb things you guys have done. And in any case, I hope that brightened up your day a little bit today. And that's about all I had to share. I just wanted to make sure you guys are all right. Let you know I'm thinking about you. And that all of you have just a wonderful new year, that you take care of yourself, and that God watches over you. It's not a safe world at times, I'll tell you that right now. And when you are going through some pretty tough times, it feels like the world's against you. Come on our pipe club. Come on, Pipe Smokers of Ireland. Log in, let us know what kind of day you're having, and I'm sure these fine lads and lasses will lift your day up for you. Till I talk to you in my residence post on Monday, this is the Pipe Pastor saying to you all, Sláinte.